Hi folks, this is Dr. David Leitner and I'm the instructor for this online course, English 110, Introduction to Poetry. This video is a short overview of the course and a walkthrough of the Blackboard interface. First of all, let's start out with the purpose of poetry. Around 500 years ago, a famous poet and soldier named Sir Philip Sidney said that the purpose of poetry is to delight and to instruct. What does that mean? It means that a poem should be fun and it should teach you something. Now, some poems are more fun than instructive. Some poems are more instructive than fun, and some poems are a lot of both. But most people focus too much on the instruct part and not enough with the fun, and so they miss the point of the poem. Very often, if a poem doesn't make any sense at all, it's because the poet is having some kind of fun in the same way that an athlete has fun playing a game. So, what's the purpose of this course? By the end of this course, you should be able to understand and enjoy almost any poem put in front of you. That doesn't mean you have to like every poem, but you will at least be able to understand and articulate what the poet is doing. Now for the course. The first thing you see when you log into Blackboard is the announcements. And this is where I'll post readings, extra credits, changes to syllabus. So some of this is optional and some of it is required, but be sure to read them. The next item you'll see is the readings folder. Right now, this just has example student work in it. And these are examples of the different types of assignments you'll be asked to do. And the last thing in this readings section here is the syllabus and schedule. So the syllabus is all of the policies for the course, and this is quite long, but make sure you read and understand everything in there. It's got my grading scale, and it's got my philosophy. Don't skip that instructor's philosophy. How to get help with Blackboard and that kind of thing. The other thing, which is super important, is the schedule and assignments. And this is probably the most important document in the entire course because it has all the due dates, all the assignments, links to the poems you need to read, page numbers, and it takes you through the entire course. Now this could change, especially in the second half of the semester. I have some ideas for some new assignments. So it's fine to work ahead. I wouldn't work too far ahead in case something does change. Like I wouldn't work more than 2 weeks ahead. But I do encourage people to work ahead a little bit and to get things in early if possible. Okay, so that's the readings section of the sidebar there. And under the project section, this is where you're going to turn in work. Okay, so the first thing is a discussion board. Okay, and there's about 15 or 16 items here. It's got the due dates on the discussion board. It has the length of each assignment on the board itself, and this is in the description on the schedule too. But just to have it, it's kind of nice to have it there in front of you as you're turning it in. This course, other than the assignments, okay, links to all the assignments, you'll also see the course questions, okay, and this is where you're going to ask questions about the course. I'm pretty good about getting back to people very quickly. Don't send me something, if something's due Monday, don't send me something Sunday night because you may or may not get a response in time, but give me at least 48 hours, but in general it's faster than that. And you can see every assignment, by the way, is due by noon on Monday. So every Monday at noon, you have something due, and that makes it a little simple. The other graded assignment we have right now are quizzes. Okay, there's about 8 of them, and again, with these, you can work ahead. I have a video on the quizzes that's linked to from the syllabus. Now in this info section here of the sidebar, you have instructor. Okay, this is how you can email me easily. The The other thing you have a link to the Oxford English Dictionary. This is the best English dictionary available, and poetry is an art form made up of words. So I really like people to get into the words, especially if you see an unfamiliar word or you see a familiar word used in an unfamiliar way. You should look up that word and talk about why you think the poet is using that word. A link to the library, and that gave us an error for some reason. I'll have to fix that. And a link to Blackboard support, and a link to my grades. Okay, so that's where you're going to see all the grades for the course, and you can see the rubrics that I have for each course. These rubrics are also super important. So when you see those, you can see, okay, this rubric has 3 criteria, and each criteria has 3 levels to it. So, okay, content is obviously the most important thing here. It has the highest percentage. So to do well, you need to do all of these things in content. To do well in support, you need to have relevant passages from the reading. So this, you can see, support is huge. Support is 40% of the assignment to do well on the assignment. So having quotes from the readings is I just can't explain how important that is. Some people like to do outside research. That's okay. I don't encourage that, because you need to cite it, and you need to, who knows if those people are right anyway, okay? So don't trust the experts. Trust yourself, okay? Trust the words, trust the dictionary, look up the words, and then you make sense of the poem, and that's how I like people to work. Okay, that is about it. Good luck on the course. I'm very happy to have you aboard, and I look forward to a great semester.